Zilliz, the company behind Milvus Vector Store, has released this lightweight semantic highlight model and training dataset. This is a bilingual model supporting both Chinese and English with only 0.6 billion parameters, making it fast and deployable on any sort of device. In this video, we are not only going to install it, but I will be also explaining it in very simple words as what exactly is the use case of this semantic model. So for that, you know what, even before we get it installed, let's have a quick look to understand what exactly we are trying to do here. Look at this diagram. This shows the key difference between traditional and semantic highlighting. So what exactly that means? In production RAG systems or retrieval augmented generation, where you provide your own data to the models, there is a major token cost problem. When you retrieve, let's say 10 documents with thousands of tokens each, you are sending tens of thousands of tokens to your LLM per query. But here is the catch. Only a few dozen sentences actually contain relevant contextual information, while the rest is just noise. This noise not only increases your API costs by 70 to 80%, but also degrades answer quality because the LLM has to sift through irrelevant content. That is the problem this model is trying to solve. And this is where we need to understand the difference between traditional and semantic highlighting. Traditional keyword matching fails when semantically relevant content does not contain exact query terms, like for example, missing 5000 mAh, large battery, and last 2 days when searching for battery life strong. Semantic highlighting solves this by understanding meaning, not just matching words. Also, look at this diagram. This shows you the workflow. The model takes a query and a document, processes them through an encoder to score each token, aggregates these scores at the sentence level, and filters sentences based on a threshold, keeping only the semantically relevant ones while removing the noise. So I think this is a real breakthrough. If you already have some production rec pipeline and you are using a vector store like VV8 or Milvus or Pinecone or anything, maybe you can also throw in this semantic highlighter in between in your pipeline. Let me now show you how to get it installed, and then we will also check out an example. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM, but with such a small model you really don't need any GPU. You can easily run it on your CPU. And if you're looking to rent a GPU or CPU or VM on very affordable prices, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. Now let me install all the prerequisites and launch my Jupyter notebook. Shouldn't take too long. And meanwhile that happens, please like the video, subscribe, and consider becoming a member. Please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. Thank you. Let's first download this model. And the model is being downloaded. It is 2.27 gig in size. You know what? The model size is a bit larger than what I thought. And I'll just say yes here. It doesn't matter really. I could even, do it above. And the model is downloaded. Okay, so we have an error. Let me quickly check what the error is. I'll just scroll down and check out. Okay, so what this error is saying is that the model has compatibility issue with my transformers library because I'm using it from the source from GitHub. Instead of that, all you need to do is to run this command. So I am uninstalling the existing one. I'm installing the stable release of transformer, and also I'm going to install this NLTK library, which also was in the error. So I'm just going to run this, and then we are going to download it again. And transformers is installed. Let's just restart my kernel because that is required. I'll just restart it. And now the model is downloaded successfully. Okay, now let's do some examples. Okay, so now look at this code. What is happening here is The model is taking two inputs. There is a question that what are the symptoms of dehydration, and then there is a context. For the sake of this example, I have just given 7 sentences about dehydration and water. Now, if we would be using traditional keyword matching, that is going to fail here because sentences describing symptoms, as you can see, they don't contain the word symptoms. They use phrases like common signs, warning signs, and specific descriptions like thirsty, dry mouth, and dark yellow urine. So these sort of things. This is where semantic highlighting comes into the play. The model is going to understand the meaning of the question, and it is going to score each sentence based on semantic relevance, not keyword matches. So let me now run this to see what happens. And the model has come back with the response. It is running on my CPU. It's very quick. You see there is nothing onto the GPU at all. You can run it on any commodity CPU. If you look at the output here, the model has understood the meaning of the question and has scored each sentence based on semantic relevance. It identifies that sentence 2, 4, and 6 actually answer the question. So that is why we have these scores like 0.99, 0.947, this one, and 0.97 to this one, while sentences about 60% water or 8 glass daily, as you can see in the example, they are irrelevant here. So that is why they have such a low score, and only the relevant sentences get highlighted and sent to your LLM, and that is going to cut the token cost by 70 to 80%. I hope that now you are understanding how much cost saving we would be able to do here. Let's do another example. So this is another example, and if you look at the question, it is asking about performance, but the relevant answers use completely different words like vectorized operations or maybe faster and speed up. Traditional keyword search would miss these entirely because they don't contain performance, but semantic highlighting with the help of this model should be understanding that they are all talking about the same concept here if you just go through it. So let's run this to see what happens. And there you go, you can see that the model has filtered out historical facts about Python, where I was just talking about Guido van Rossum, and only has kept the 3 sentences with actual performance. Sorry, yeah. Now, what is happening here is that it is going to save us 65% of tokens while preserving all the useful information. So really handy stuff. So let me know what you think about this, because this is semantic highlighting in action, where we are understanding meaning, not just matching words. And now just imagine running this on every query in your RAG system. You are cutting your cost of bills by 70%, especially with the API based models, speeding up response times and actually improving answer quality, because the LLM is not just drowning in noise. The model is open source, MIT licensed, and ready to deploy. Let me know what you think. Please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member. And please follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. Thank you for all the support.